Welcome back to Vahrenberg Implement, and today we've got something to show you. We've got a brand new tractor that's been pre-sold, just arrived. It's the new 7S.165 with the DynaVT transmission. This tractor we pre-sold to a customer. They custom ordered it exactly the way they wanted it. We sent the order in, and we locked in the price, we locked in the programs. AGCO built it, and it was just delivered. This tractor features the DynaVT, which is the CVT transmission. This one is 165 max engine horsepower, and that's what the numbers mean. 7S is the series, 165 is the maximum engine horsepower. This one is 155 rated ISO rated engine horsepower, which is at 2200 engine RPMs, and the PTO horsepower is 140. This one with the DynaVT comes standard equipment with your hydraulic front axle suspension. You can see there got the big heavy duty cast iron axle underneath of it, and you've got the cylinder on both sides. This one has the pivoting front fenders, and you can see here when you turn, you can limit the turn to keep it out. The tires turned a little bit more than the fenders. That's part of the pivoting fender package. This one came in equipped with 380 85 R30s, which is a 14.9 for those that are still on the old conventional measurements. These are Trailberg premium radials. Trailberg has some awesome tire technology, like these mud clean out terraces to keep the dirt from building up in between the treads. Nice deep lug. These are the TM 600s on the front, and on the back we have the 480 80 R42s, which is your 18.442 traditional measurements. Trailberg premium tires. These have been featured on the Global Series, and Trailberg keeps producing, keeps innovating, and more. Open the hood, we gotta hit the lock there. Got it done. Gonna raise the hood up. The grass struts lifted up there out of the way, so maintenance is easy to do on these Massey Ferguson 7S series tractor. Got the gap in between the radiator and the coolers for you to get in here. Got lots of room. Blow them out, keep your air conditioning and coolers. Got the compressed style air cleaner. We've showed you that before, where you got the compressed air cleaner with the safety element up above. Left hand side is going to be your maintenance side. Fill, your dipstick down here, your fuel filters are right there, and your engine oil filter, all on the same side that you enter and exit the cab normally. Viscous fan drive. This features the 6.6 liter 6-cylinder AGCO power engine. Come around on this side, you can see the alternator. This one will feature alternator, turbocharger, starters down here. Nice clean engine. You can even see the AGCO power label here. These engines come out of Finland. Been super fuel efficient, very low def, very smart on emissions. Everything you talk about, one of the things that people don't look at is that exhaust pipe. Look how narrow that is. Go up to a lot of competitors and look at what's above the cab line, the waistline of the cab, the floor. The emissions control is all below it to keep you with a super great visibility. Roading lights, LED lights. There's 4 up there, 2 down here. another 4 on the back of the cab, and another 2 down low, for a total of 12 LED work lights. You're going to see this sucker in the nighttime. All-in-one emission system, no required maintenance besides putting the DEF solution in. This does have a regeneration, or has a diesel particulate filter. It's a lifetime filter designed for the lifetime of this tractor. So 2-door cab, you can get in either side. You got your batteries down here, got step system, and we're going to jump up there in just a minute. This one comes right to us from Beauvais, France. That is the Massey Ferguson world headquarters for engineering, for manufacturing. They got like 5 manufacturing buildings over there that does builds these for. You can see the dual rotating beacons up there. We're going to come into the back side. These customers love hook 3-points. This is a first feature when he came and took a look at this the other day when we got it off the trailer. It says, I'm going to love that. They make it so much easier to hook and unhook from 3-point implements, because you don't have to line the balls up, take the arm out and around the ball. Just hook the ball there just like it's hooked up here. Great feature. We're ordering pretty much all of our tractors now with hooked link ends. This features a 540 and 1000 PTO. Got the 1000 shaft in it right now. You can see the fine splines with economy PTO mode on both sides. Notice you get a hitch pin. That's included. All the hitch balls are included. Big heavy cylinders for your 3-point lift on both sides. Features this is the OptiRide passive, the standard cab suspension on it. Your struts on both sides and your roller bars up there to keep the cab from movement. Power Beyond couplers is an optional purchase, or an option that it can be added on. This is what you're going to hook to planters to direct feed those. You've got your dual control, you've got your ISO power light switch, and then you've got ISO bus. You can hook up balers, planters, monitors, and display them in the cab. And isn't that a beefy rear end and 3-point system? This tractor comes loader ready with the frames pre-built on it with it, and we've also got the multi-coupler, and we're going to just set the camera here. And we're going to show you how this works. You pull this pin out, or pull it out, raise this up, and you've got all 6 couplers, the 4 lift and live third function, and it will hook the loader electronics all together in one function. Pull it back out, locks in place. Simple, quick connect, easy to get to right here on the side of the tractor. We talked about the front hitch pin. Yes, you get a front hitch pin too with a lock. That makes it nice to push 4-wheel wagons in, or anything that you need to push around. And the aggressive new styling of the 7S series tractors. Got 2 rotating lights down there. You got 4 more up here, plus your 2 that are out there on the fender. 2 external mirrors. Got your LED lights. That's a super nice looking tractor. I love the looks of these new Massey Ferguson S-Series tractors. They look aggressive and mean, ready to go to work and get off the dealer's lot and go till some ground and feed some cattle and make some hay. That's what it's all about, going to work. Fuel tank, ground level fueling even on these big tractors, and this is your depth tank. Your blue knob there. Coolant heater cord will come here. And you got a toolbox. There's your pins, some of the balls. There's a whole lot more that comes with the hook 3-point. So, man, if you're ordering a tractor and you do 3-point like a disc mower, you definitely want the hook 3-point. Just looking at this side, you can really see the fender now. See the tire turned. This is straight ahead. The tire's turned, but the fender has stopped to keep it out of the tractor, the fuel tank, the loader brackets. You can see that pivoting front fender. One other feature that we ordered on this tractor, there's 3 widths of fenders available. There's a standard fender. This is the middle fender, which is 90.55 inches wide from outside to outside, and then there's a wider fender. This one does an excellent job of covering the fender. It now has the extension back here to help keep material from being thrown back into the back of the couplers and all that area. But look at how that fender sets up really nice on that tire to get coverage for it, so you're not throwing mud all over your nice tractor. We'll just step back here right down the center so you can see that. That's the 90.55 inch fender option with the 18442 track. Let's jump up into tractor. Hey, rear wiper up there, standard equipment. Telescopic mirrors, standard equipment. You get a lot of stuff with these things, and the new silver color. You've got the silver bayonet with the Massey Ferguson there, and we got the new light silver cab. One of the things that really, if you step back here and look under the tractor, it really lightens up the work. It's going to make it easier to keep clean, maintain your tractor if you have to get back in here. It's going to be awesome for us if we have to work on a line or something underneath the cab, because that silver light, silver paint really helps us see better behind the tractor. You don't think the color is going to make a big difference, but it does. Oh, and the silver steps. I think those are one of the coolest things. It's the little things that matter to me, it seems like. But that really makes it easier to make sure that you're stepping up into the tractor. You can see this big spacious cab. Have a buddy seat. This side will flip up here when the brake lever's down. This is what they call the standard super deluxe seat. You have tilt, or your pivot here. This is your lateral support. This is your front to rear. You've got more suspension control there. You have this is actually your pivot. This is your air control right down there. Your slide. This is your forward and reverse aft. This is side to side. Your backrest control. Got the Massey Ferguson logo in it. Adjustable armrest. Field storage office back here. Got the new deluxe armrest console. We're just going to shut the door to make it a little quieter. Seems like every loud muffler comes flying by when I want a video. The multi-pad controller is standard equipment on the Deluxe. We're going to go through some of those buttons. They ordered with the Datatronic 5 and the FieldStar 5 for guidance and tractor performance. Got your can cooler or heater, depending on if you're cooling or heating. The manual air conditioning and the factory radio that is, we're going to set this out of the way, that you can control from the armrest or the Datatronic 5 terminal. And one of the things you can tell a deluxe tractor by the chrome accents on the steering wheel. This controller here, you push forward, we'll just sit her here, push forward, and the steering wheel will tilt. Pull back and the console and the dash all comes together at the same time. The world famous Massey Ferguson 3-function power shuttle. This is truly amazing that other people aren't copying this, because this is one of the most awesome features of either the DynaVT or the Dyna6. The ability to go, this is neutral, you can raise it up as neutral just like declutching. That's forward, that's reverse, that's 2 functions. And then the plus and minus here, you can increase or decrease speed with the left hand shuttle. Find that in another tractor. It's awesome. You've got your touchpad that's going to take care of your system information screen, your turn signals, your wipers. It's getting a little warm in here, so we're going to fire it up. You can see the Massey Ferguson on the Datatronic FieldStar 5. You've got your light controls here, your rotating lights. You have to turn your master switch on down here, but you can turn all your lights on, your work lights, your 540, 1000 if you wanted econo. There's your 1000 light. This is your position control to draft control. Position control is where we normally like to run that. This is in the automatic mode. This is speed of fall. This is height of raise. And this is your suspension on your 3-point. Combining valve is not lit up, so you don't have that. This tractor features the 50 gallon per minute pressure flow compensated closed center hydraulics. That is an optional upgrade from the 29 gallon per minute. Great for the Power Beyond couplers and using them for a planter and other information. Have your hazard lights, your loader. We'll use that when we get the loader hooked onto this. We're putting a 4227 on here. This is your front axle suspension. Isobus, brake to neutral, and this is your auto guide. So speed steer. One of the things this thing has got is the ability to go from side to side real fast. You can see that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Almost 6 revolutions versus 1.5. We'll try that again. You want to look at that tire or this one? We'll look at this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was 4 revolutions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Between 4 to 5 revolutions without speed steer. Turn speed steer back on. 1.5. 1.5 revolutions goes stop to stop the way it's set up right now. Pretty cool. We're going to take it for a little drive. You heard that engine. You've got Eco Idle. See the RPMs change? That's the Eco Idle function. We'll put it in forward. Now there's several different ways. You've got field and work mode, which is your 1 and 2, and you've got 2 different sets of presets over here. Push it, you can see the shuttle off. And if it's blinking, that's because the frame rate of the camera. We have no C1 or C2. We've got engine speed. Now we can go to 2. And that is done by this button right up here. Now we're going to put it in auto drive, and I'm going to use the foot feed to control the ground speed. And I've got it set up for up to 19 mile an hour there. So we're not going to go real fast, but you can see there's going fast enough on our lot. But you can control all the ground speed by your foot pedal mode. That is one of the coolest things, especially with this DynaVT that is infinitely variable from 60 feet to 31 mile per hour. All with, you can do it all from the foot pedal. Isn't that freaking awesome? Smooth transmission, you haven't felt it jump or kick up or anything. We're going to slip back here and just go through the Dynatronics 5 a little bit. We're going to go to that where we've got everything set to off. If we come over here and you hit the bar, come to your settings, you can preset your forward speed. So we can say we want 1.6 mile an hour. You hit OK. You hit your reverse, it'll automatically do reverse and forward the same. If you want your reverse different, you can lower it. You can do your accelerator sensitivity and deceleration sensitivity. You can do them low, medium, or high. We'll just hit them on medium. Here's where we set our C1 and C2. We'll do this one at 2.5. We'll set this one about 4.8. And then we hit OK. And that's our presets on number 1. Now we come back to the home. There's a lot of functions in here. You can do your radio through here. You can do phone calls, which is available. These are adjustable. You've got both screens. It's got RAM mounts up here, so you can raise these, lower them wherever you'd like. Got your this one, we've got the 3rd and 4th remotes is cable control. It's what they wanted. You got the gates down there like we've always had. You can lock them. This one allows full function and going into float, or this one locks out float position. You've got your dual chargers for your phones, USB charger ports. 3-point raise and lower, so when you're turned around you can see the 3-point. And your PTO control. This is your how far you lower it. This is your diff lock, your power front, your auto, and your auto diff lock on power front and back. We can preset forward, reverse direction. We can run it all from here, and your auto guidance here. And you can see we're running auto guide on this screen. We can actually go up here. Zoom out a little bit, make our tractor smaller. So that's some of the cool things you can do. You can run an ISO bus. You got a wide variety. You can do your hydraulic control valves. You can set the flow rates and the detent rates. We can go to when we get the loader, we can set our loader 3rd function. We can set valve 1 and 2. This does have the micro joystick, and then we've got, that's our live 3rd function, and then our loader functions control here. If we get a chance, we'll hook her up on the loader, thumb throttle, engine speed. We got engine speed memorization. We got like 1800 programmed in. Hit the button and you can see we jumped up there. But there is Massey Ferguson has got some really good videos. They're going through this stuff step by step on how to set everything up. You can set up different phones, your music. There's your music source. You can run iTunes or plug in auxiliary input. We're using the foot pedal mode again. That's kind of a quick overview. Got pull down style sunshade there. We've got her set up for 6 miles an hour, so we're not going to get real crazy. There's a 7 and a Dyna6 that we got available. So if you're interested in the difference between tractors, come in. We're going to have this one for a little bit till we get the loader hooked up. We have another one exactly like this coming. It's in transit. This family ordered 2 tractors exactly alike to match up to their 6716S that they've got. Multiple color family. We're getting a green one on this one and the other shade of red on the other one. But they have gone, they'll have 4 Massey Fergusons now, 2 7S.165s, a 6716S, and an 8660. They love this DynaVT transmission, the controls and how they operate, and I think they like Vahrenberg implement a little bit on our service level, that we try to keep everybody up and running as fast and best we can. Don't have a lot of problems, but when we do, we try to take care of customers. So if you're in West Central Missouri, we're here at Vahrenberg Implement. We've got a lot of compact utilities in stock. We have some of the Global series. We got a 5S, a 7S. We've got some stuff to show you and teach you how to operate and how to, the features that make Massey Ferguson different. This is smooth riding tractor. All your cab AC on this one is all forward. Turn the auto mode off. That's your foot pedal mode. We come up here, we're in neutral position. We got our clutch pedal in. On the back of this trigger here, there's a neutral trigger. Push it, push and hold it. And now we've got it activated, and we'll go in reverse. Next time we push both buttons at the same time, we're going forward. And that can be done from the multi-pad controller or the loader controller, because there's a button right here and the 2 buttons up here. So there's our reverse button. So man, if you're doing loader work, you can control the direction of the tractor forward and reverse all from the same loader joystick. You can increase speed if we wanted to increase speed. We can push and hold this button here. It's going to increase it, decrease it. Go back again. And all you got to do to disrupt it, you take that lever and put it in speed there. With the auto button off, you're going to do your preset for it. So there's our 1.6, and that's going to be at 1500 RPMs typically. We're just at idle speed here. We've done a lot of stuff through the dash display. We'll just run through this real quick. There's your cylinder controls. This is loader. This is voltage, and it's got the time and the brightness and everything there. So most of this controls, and there's your counter for your fuel. Most of that's going to be transferred over to here in your Datatronic 5 screen. You can add widgets here. There's all kinds of like if you wanted engine speed, you can do that there. Lots of cool stuff. we've gone over it with the monitor. GPS guidance. You can do outlines, you can do different contours. They've done a lot of different things, styles that you can do. Go mode. There's a lot of good stuff on Massey Ferguson's website on that information on how to set the guidance up. We're not going to go in depth. We're more here to talk about the tractor. Oh, you even have an internal mirror. And man, that air conditioner is cold. But isn't this a slick tractor? Smoothest transmission in the industry. I can guarantee you there ain't a smoother transmission that ain't the same thing, which is going to be a Finn or a Massey Ferguson. It's not an imitation variable transmission. This is no clutches, no clutch packs. If you got a clutch in your variable transmission, it's an imitation. It's a variable speed power shift, not a true CVT. And a 3-function power shuttle that you can control all the speeds you want. I mean, you got left hand, right hand. It's got a lot of different ways to do it. It may look complicated and complex, but what I'm trying to do is teach you all the different controls for you to learn how to operate it the easiest for your operation. You don't have to use all this stuff. Find out what works great for you. If foot pedal mode's the only way that you need to operate this tractor, just use foot pedal mode. And I've got a lot of guys that do that. Some guys just drive it with the left-hand reverser. But if you want more advanced features with control by your multi-pad controller or your loader joystick, it's available. That's the cool part of this tractor, is there's lots of different features, but you figure out what you're going to use to make you the most efficient person in your field. I hope that helped you learn a little bit about the cab, the controls, the operation. You got to get in and drive one of these Massey Ferguson DynaVT transmissions. You can't appreciate it until you're behind the wheel. And I'm going to give you a word of warning. If you buy one, you better think about converting the whole fleet, because it's that awesome of a transmission. Customers tell me that if you buy one, the whole fleet will be DynaVTs. One other thing, when you're if you come over to you got road mode is going to be speed 1. And one way to check that is you come over here and you can only go to 18.6 mile an hour. That is field mode. Field mode is going to be your function 1. Now you push the button again and you're going to go to 2, and an easy way to check that is because you can go to 32.9 mile an hour for maximum speed on your pedal. We'll just set that down here, but that's the difference. 1 is going to be field, 2 is going to be road mode. They limit the speed, field speed, to get more power, more fine-tuned control of your tractor in the field. That's the only difference. But you get 2 sets of, the cool part is you get 2 SV-C1, 2 C2s. You're going to get 1 in the work mode. You're going to get another one in the field or the road mode, and you're going to get presets. So you're going to have 2 cruise controls that you can use for going down the road from field to field, and 2 sets of cruise control speeds for when you're working in the field, like working the field and then turnaround speed. That's a good example of it. So just wanted to touch that. And in the Datatronic 5, you're going to have the ability to control both of those. And there's also shuttle sensitivity, road supervisor. That's all on second page. This thing is loaded with so much stuff that it is amazing, all the controls of it. Plus you can hook up your your ISO baler planter and use it for your terminal. So, and you can put a video camera. You can have a video camera on either one of these, shining out the back, shining out the front. Check it out. While we're here, we're just going to shut the door, show you the super powerful, bright LED work lights. You got two down low, you got two up high on each side, rotating beacons. Listen how that tractor purrs. See, is smooth. Got the LEDs, got the rotating lights, got two more LEDs up there. He is gonna be a bright sucker. Look at that. That LED light option, that's some of your best money spent if you're feeding cattle and having to work at night. Get you a Massey Ferguson. Experience the difference. Get more, do more. Straightforward, dependable, featureful tractors. It ain't nothing compares to a Massey Ferguson S-Series tractor. And if you're in West Central Missouri, we're going to do this from inside because it's nice in here. If you're in West Central Missouri, we would love to come see you at Vahrenberg Implement here at Higginsville, Missouri. Come check out our wide selection of equipment right here on Fairground Avenue, which is Missouri 13 Highway. Man, you can feel that cab suspension there. Or that's 13 Highway. This is Business 13. This goes downtown Higginsville. That goes to Lexington, Missouri, Missouri River, about 15 miles north. This is going to go all the way to Warrensburg, Missouri, down 4 miles to I-70 first. Then you got Warrensburg. It'll go down to Springfield, Missouri. 13 Highway is a major road in the state of Missouri. Interstate 70, Kansas City to St. Louis. Go through Como. Go Tigers. We got our first football game, and we're going to win the NCAA championship this year, the SEC championship, and all of it. So, those of you out there in other parts of the country, take notice. The Mizzou Tigers are for real. We got some good players, getting even more, and we're getting better every year. Just like Massey Ferguson. We get better as time goes on. Thank you. Come visit us, Vahrenberg Implement. We'd love to show you tractors, teach you tractors, and hook you up with the best implements and hay tools in the industry from Rhino Ag and Massey Ferguson. We're going to put this baby back in the shop and get her ready for the customer to take delivery.